Hey everybody, what's up? I'm here with an update video on the Michael Bay comment on the announcement that Michael Bay was going to change the origin of the Ninja Turtles. Well, obviously, thankfully, that is not the case. Well, according to Jonathan Liebesman, who is the director of the upcoming Wrath of the Titans. He basically, as of today, I guess, or yesterday, whatever, kind of cleared the waters, I guess, kind of basically cleared all the hubbub, as it's stated here, on the site, which is collider.com or something like that. And he basically cleared up some of the hubbub that Michael Bay started on a couple days ago. And this is what it says. First of all, I want to thank Zara Nizarek, Sean McLean for posting this up on Facebook. But here's the clear up, if you will, I guess, or the confirmation of what's really going to be happening. Now, this is an article, so this is in one part or two parts, I apologize. But here's what he says. He states, the article states, and I quote, Michael Bay caused quite the hubbub the other day with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans. He's producing a new iteration of the lovable characters in the form of a live-action reboot directed by Jonathan Liebesman. Jonathan Liebesman. Easy for me to say. Who is currently directing Wrath of the Titans. Said hubbub was caused when Bay commented that the Turtles in the reboot would be from an alien race. Fans were perplexed, given that the word mutant is right in the title of the series. An alien race would imply that these new martial arts inclined turtles weren't mutated, but are actually but are actually alien beings. Let's just put it that way. Extraterrestrial beings. Easy for me to say again. Steve got the chance to speak with Liebesman. This is basically an article by Steve Foster Wintrob. But basically says Steve got the chance to speak with Liebesman at the press junket for Wrath of the Titans earlier today. And the director took the time to clear up, the director took the time to clear the air about his version of TMNT. He addressed the alien race comments, talked about his approach to the characters, revealed whether they're thinking CGI or practical effects to bring the turtles to life, and said when he thinks they'll start filming and where. So, hit the jump to see what he had to say. Well, I'll put the link down to I'll put the link on the article, if you will, in the description box. But they do point out some things here. It says, regarding the alien race comments, Liebesman said the alien aspect actually comes straight from the series. Get this, straight from the series, so I think we understand now what he means. And this is what Liebesman said, and I quote, this is what Jonathan Liebesman said, and I quote, look, it's so funny if everyone was such a die-hard fan, they would know that the TCR canisters where the ooze comes from. That is alien ooze comes from, that is alien ooze. Now, I'm not saying what Michael said is exactly what the movie is, because we're sitting in a room now figuring everything out. So we don't know Oh, but we are, like Michael said, expanding it. Expanding it, and the expansion will be true to the mythology. I promise you, fans will love it. So basically what he's saying is that the alien concept that Michael Bay put out, was mentioning the other day, is actually the alien mutagen that was seen in the comics as well as in the 2003 series. Now, this is the article continuing on. This is the article that Steve did, and it says, while it still sounds early in the development process, it appears the whole alien aspect may simply be referring to the ooze that mutates the turtles. As Liebesman said, they're still working out the concept, so things could definitely change. He stressed that TMNT Comics co-creator Kevin Eastman is working alongside him, so they're not exactly throwing the series mythology out the window. And this is, again, and now I'm going to quote the director again, the Jonathan guy again, and I quote what he says, whatever mythology we're building on or expanding is coming from that guy, Kevin Eastman's head, who created the Turtles in the first place. And so everything will tie in with the mythology. Fans will be extremely excited with what we're coming up with. A lot of it is stuff he's wanted to do for a long time, but just hasn't had the opportunity because now we have the budget and things on this film to expand it in the right way. And so I'm happy that everyone is extremely passionate and they will not be disappointed. It's all coming from the best possible place for this franchise. Okay, so basically what he's saying is that with Kevin Eastman confirmed to be working alongside of them, working alongside with them, that is basically going to stay true to what we know. The ooze is basically going to be of alien origin, not the turtles, and that this is going to expand on ideas that Kevin Eastman has been wanting to do with the franchise, but just hasn't had the time. So whatever those are, we'll soon see. Now continuing on with the article, when asked if the turtles would be practical or CGI, Liebesman hinted that they may be done similar to another recent visual effects laden project. And this is Liebesman that gives this hint. Liebesman says, all I say is that I love how they did the Rise of the Planet of the Apes. That was exceptional. So it looks like, from what he's hinting at, they're going to go with maybe motion capture like they did in Planet of the Apes, or whatever it is. Continuing on article-wise, I think this is a great way to go. And if Liebesman can bring Winter Digital in to create photorealistic turtles, then I think we'll be in for a visually stunning TMNT. The director also stressed that the film won't be entirely about action. And this is his final quote. This is Liebesman talking. Now, this is the final quote. Liebesman talking. We're definitely into the action, but for me, what's more important than that is that it's a story about brotherhood. It's a story about brotherhood and friendship and responsibility. Right now, I'm with the characters because those are what attracted me to the movie. They're the best characters I've had a chance to deal with. Okay, so basically, besides just the action we're all anticipating, it's going to be more in depth. It's going to be more, I guess, expanded, as some people said. Now, in closing the article, he says, Liebesman also revealed that they'll probably be shooting later this year, September or something, and they're thinking about shooting in Canada. I'm not necessarily a diehard TMNT fan. This is the article. This is the writer of the article. I'm not necessarily a diehard TMNT fan, but I think I can live with the fact that the ooze in the reboot comes from an alien race. Having the turtles themselves be aliens would be pushing it. But if Liebesman's comments are to be taken to heart, then I think fans will be alright in the end. And then they kind of give you a portion of the interview that's going to be showcased next week. And here is where the article's at. The gray areas are where Liebesman talks at. So that's the article, and I'll provide a link to it. And then this is the video thing here, which will be up probably later next week. So apparently Liebesman, so apparently what Michael Bay said is kind of true, but I think he kind of misinterpreted it. Basically, what he misinterpreted is the fact that the only alien origin so far is the ooze, not the turtles. And I think that's what kind of threw people off. So right now it sounds like they are going to try to stay true to what we were used to, or stay true to what we know from like the image from the Mirage comics and the 2003 show and all that, and even maybe in some ways the 80s show with the ooze part, and just go from there. And it looks like they may be trying to aim for that motion capture that they got in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So that would be cool for the turtles. So this sounds pretty good. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Like they said, it's still developing, so things may change, but we'll see what occurs, and that's about it. So tell me what you guys think down below. Comment, video response if you like. And right now it sounds like it's a good deal. So peace out.